Hi, this is Menno from AmazingJerusalem.com. Today I'm on Ben Gurion Boulevard and we are heading to the coast, to the sea. This is a bit in the north of the center, very nice boulevard. You get to see a bit of the Tel Aviv vibes. We're coming now from Rabin Square. So if you go backwards, you get to Rabin Square, named after the late Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, who was shot and killed on that square. We are now waiting to cross Dizengoff Street, one of the main streets in the center. That went okay. Lots of fruits here. If you go to the left, one of many fruit stands in this city, or actually in this country. We're on Ben Gurion Boulevard, named after the first Prime Minister and more or less the founder of the State of Israel, David Ben Gurion. In order to be a realist, you have to believe in miracles. One of the quotes he said. Another one was, it's not good enough to be up to date, you have to be up to tomorrow. So this is what essentially became the startup nation, Israel, the Jews in Israel taking care of themselves, making sure they're always ahead of at least the rest of the other countries in the neighborhood. Ben Gurion came in the beginning of the 20th century as a young boy, a Zionist, and he from the start, together with a few other guys, was always busy organizing the Jews, organizing them to be able to speak to the authorities, whether that was the Ottomans or the British, to speak with one voice. That's also happened when they had to speak to the United Nations. This happened after the British decided to leave. They were here between the First and the Second World War, a bit after the Second World War. This was the British mandate for Palestine. It was Ben Gurion who made sure that he could speak for all Jews, and it was here on my right. This was his private residence. On May 13, they finished the Declaration of Independence, and the day after, it was from this location they walked all the way to what is now Rothschild Boulevard, Rothschild Boulevard 16. It was the Tel Aviv Museum of Art at that time. And that's where David Ben Gurion declared the independence of the State of Israel. You can visit his house, it's for free. One of the things you will see, I think it's up the first floor, is his 20,000 books. He read a lot and he learned himself a few languages. If I'm not mistaken, he read or spoke 7 languages. He met with all the greats in the world. Many pictures inside there. So free entrance to the house of David Ben Gurion, one of his 2 houses. He also had a house in the Negev desert in Sde Boker, and he used both of them until he died in 1973. So we're getting closer to the sea now. This square, as long as I come here, they try to make something out of it. It's about 30 years now. If you go to the left here, you get to Jaffa, you get to see all the major hotels at the boulevard, but you have to walk. There's only some stairs there. I'm gonna take you to the right. Which will bring us to Independence Park. In 1948, it was, as I just mentioned, Ben Gurion who declared the independence, the State of Israel. And a year after they made this Independence Park. It was before this huge building, and now you see the H on it. It's the Hilton Hotel. It was before the Hilton was built. The Hilton is built in the middle, so we have a park here and a park on the other side of Hilton. And they decided to plant whatever can survive in like salty soil. And while creating this and later excavating here, they found remains of the Hashmonean period. It's the Maccabees. It's like 2,000 years ago. So Tel Aviv is a new city with a founding date of 1909. But it's not that old. It's old as well. There's a Jewish settlement here of over 2,000 years ago. So not just Jerusalem and some other old cities around the country. So this is nice to walk. Ben Gurion Boulevard is nice to walk. If you continue to the square to the left, you get to the boulevard. If you continue in this park, you have the option here to go down as well. I will not go down completely. On the left, you have the marina, and on the right, or now in front of us, it's Hilton Beach. Very relaxed beach, the unofficial gay beach of Tel Aviv. And this is it. I'll stop here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you just saw, you can subscribe to the channel or check out amazingjerusalem.com. Hope to see you again. Bye.